Hello everyone, welcome to Slug Hours After Dark. I am your host, Slug3. Welcome to the League of Equestrian Critics. Yet again, I repeat, I am your host, Slug3. Today's episode and topic will be about movies. Not just any movies in particular. My opinion on horror. What is the grasp I have on horror movies? Well, I'll tell you. Some I actually find classics, cult classics. They are in my bloodstream. Well, you're possibly asking me, why are movies in the blood of horse? Well, my dear friend, I am a Pegasus. I kind of work differently. So, back to the subject of horror movies and my opinion on it. Like I said, I find some of them cult classics. And as cult classics, they drive me insanely in love with them. Well. There are some I'm forgetting. And these are the ones I loathe. Ones that I think are a disgrace to the horror genre. And these are the ones that try too hard to scare the living shit out of you. And I'm not going to be frank. Some of them are not even trying to be scary. They spend on more of a key element on just creeping you out than giving you that chiller of a thriller. And as my rant continues, and I continue with my podcast, I'm going to grab a Dear Jolly Rancher. The taste of a Jolly Rancher. The Jolly of a Jolly Rancher that cleanse and somehow. What is the flavor of this one? It's green apple. So, like I said, the chiller of a thriller. More than likely, this is just going to be filler information, and I won't just be doing this. This is just going to be at those times where the rest of the entire crew of the League of Equestrian Critics are still working on the editing of their things and the collabs and everything like that. Green apple. A great little taste of green apple. Yeah. Tiny. I got the green apple. Let's try with an accent. You got your green apple. Also, I excuse myself from you hearing me chewing. Remember, this is an unedited podcast, and there will be flaws. And now that I've taken my break from my chewing break, back to the subject the podcast. And that is, yet again, if those who are still have joined in or somehow have jumbled mitts in the room of your boyfriends or roommate is watching this video at this point, this is a podcast about horror. And welcome. And yet again, welcome to the League of Equestrian Critics. These things are going to be especially long, but I will give you credit that you possibly don't want to watch all of this, but is our main purpose of just trying to hear in the background while you do other shit. So you really don't need to listen fully your full attention to this. So, horror. You got Lovecraftian horror, like Reanimator, which I do own a copy on DVD. It's really good, but everyone says the ones that are clearly cheesy have become cult classics, like, does Swamp Thing count as a horror movie? I'm not sure. Feel free to try to, prove me, explain me wrong if I'm wrong about the whole Swamp Thing. Please comment. Feel free for any flaws I talk about. So, yeah, horror. In a way, my favorite director has a tendency to put a lot of horror aspects in some of his movies. In a sense, it's more of gory action than horror. But I'm speaking of Quentin Tarantino. And then I'm not talking about Guillermo del Toro. No, I'm talking about Quentin Tarantino. This has been, and will always be, Slug3 podcasts after dark. Ladies and gentlemen, good night.